So the project that I've been working on with my partner over the past 6 weeks is this study of the natural phenomenon called seiche, which is when water in an enclosed basin of water, like a lake, when one side of the water is tilted, when that force that's making it tilt stops, it'll oscillate back and forth, and we're basically just studying that as much as we can. To conduct the research itself, we've been taking 2 different tubs and filling them with water at various water heights, and we have sensors to detect the pressure of the water as it oscillates back and forth. And what we can do with this is plug it into a code that we designed that tells us all sorts of stuff about the seiche that's occurring in the tub.
In this project, we use a pressure sensor to measure the seiche. A previous student, Jacob A, had built a pressure sensor. My focus has been to make more of them. So I've been working with a lot of the tools behind me to make circuit boards so we can eventually deploy them at a real lake and measure seiche there.
So we're going to have to put this thing in a lake. So the students this summer also devised a housing, but there's the pressure sensor hanging on the outside, and it will connect to our electronics. And they fabricated a little holder to hold the electronics, so you'll insert it in here, and then we use a special cap on both ends, and then we should be able to seal it tight and moor it in the lake.
So this graph explains what we're looking for in the tub. It labels the water as it oscillates over time. You can see there's these bright strips that are on the graph, and that's displaying the different behaviors of the wave. Analyzing these frequencies, putting them through our code, that's kind of our bread and butter of what we're doing this summer.
So you look at the problems, and then you design solutions, you test solutions, you evaluate how it worked, and then you go back and do it again. But that's the nature of research.
And research has been cool because there really isn't an answer. Like, we are actively researching some new cool stuff to not only find solutions, but then to investigate those solutions and make sure they're correct. Like, there's no just like, oh, you're right, you're done. It's a lot, but it's really fulfilling.